So if you know me, you may not be surprised. I love a good list. Yes. Anybody with me?
Yes.
Love a good list. A well-organized to-do list. Oh my, but some lists not as hot. So a reader wrote into Slate after finding her husband's detailed list about how to handle her. I know. So it includes some innocuous and even thoughtful items. Some things are saying things like, you know, take the kids out every day so she has alone time. That's beautiful. But it also includes don't talk about her. Even things that seem neutral can be viewed as negative when heard by her. Okay, here's another one.
Yeah.
Don't share vulnerabilities. She doesn't care and may use it as an insulting attack later. Okay, what do we think of this list and the idea of your partner keeping a list on how to handle you?
Someone likes it. So Jacek, my husband, has a list of how. So there are two reasons why he put this together. As you know, from time to time, he goes away and he leaves me all by myself, and I have to take care of myself. And so he put this list together for if someone had to come in and help. And then for the will. Would you like to read it?
Wow, it's right there. Stay clear if she happens to sleep in on the weekends. She is groggy, grumpy, and dangerous.
No!
I avoid eye contact. She can't open bottles or anything that requires arm strength.
Oh my God.
She can't reach things or handle a vacuum cleaner, so all the cleaning is done by me. She goes, she's not good at finances. I have to do most of the banking. That's true. And what's the last one there? Definitely try not to bug her when she's writing. I just put up my hand so that she knows I need to tell her something.
Sorry. Oh my God. I asked him if he could share. It was longer, actually.
Is this list intended for like if he
the hit by a bus scenario?
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
It's like a handbook.
There's a whole thing where you know, passwords and everything and whatever, and then there's an FYI if you need to deal with this woman.
It almost sounds like a babysitter too, like something.
Yes, it's a little bit of babysitting.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Or the dog, if you're taking care of the dog.
Yeah.
Here's what you need to know.
She takes 2 cups every day at 12 p.m.
I would be crushed if I found this in Jason's, like, I don't know, like journals. He doesn't have a journal, but if he did have one, or he just found this lying around.
No journal that you know of.
No, exactly. But I mean, if I'm being perfectly honest, and maybe some people can back me up on this, like I've written notes like this in my journal, like venting notes.
About him?
Yes, and about my child. Occasionally when you cannot yell, when you know that you need to collect yourself, sometimes I write angry notes to myself. It's the equivalent of like screaming into a pillow. And it doesn't mean that later on I won't, like, you know, mean this. Well, some of it I mean. I mean, I think in this case, if it were me, if I read this and I loved my husband and I respected my husband, I would be taking a strong look at myself.
Yeah.
I think actually it would make me go, okay, where are we going wrong here that he felt he couldn't communicate any of this to me, and I would get thee to a therapist.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah.
My God.
Yeah. Simon doesn't have a list, but I will say it was like, I think 4 days ago, we were on a walk and he verbalized some concerns that he had about me, like in a way. And do you know what? I have an announcement to make. Not to take away from your announcement, but I am officially like perimenopausal, so before I just thought I was. And I have been feeling so cloudy, so vague, so dull, like I've lost my like sheen. I want someone to come over and like give me a buff or something like that. And he wanted to tell me that there have been times, not just in the last, let's say 6 months when this is happening, we're talking 3 years, where I don't listen to him. And I will ask, he'll tell me something, and then literally like an hour later, I'll ask again, and he's like, you don't listen to me. And a lot of it is involved with phone stuff. Since the pandemic, I find that I do that a lot more. And so he came out and told me in such a thoughtful way, because he also knows how sensitive I am, and that I tried not to cry when he was basically getting me in trouble, because like, as soon as I get into trouble, I start to cry. Like, I remember in kindergarten, the first time I got in trouble, I made Alicia Peters laugh during the national anthem. And a teacher after just said, Jessica, like, that's not a good thing to do. Yeah, I'll never do it again. I'm such a baby. And so I stayed strong and did not cry when he told me that I'm a terrible listener, which is true. And then he took me for ice cream.
Listen, I think that the list, even though it feels like a punch in the gut, what would you rather? That your partner is listening and trying to make the relationship better, or would you rather there's no list and no communication? Because to me, that's the beginning of the end, or it's already at the end. So as much as this is a punch in the gut, at least he cares enough to try. And those are supposed to be private notes. I think we should all allow ourselves privacy in our thoughts. And I think that that's actually really healthy. And she wasn't supposed to find it. So I know she seems upset. And if Ryan wrote this about me, I'd be gutted as well. But at least I know he cares.
Yeah.
And that's something.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. But I'd like ice cream afterwards, too.
Yeah.
I would, too.
Made it so much easier. Hey there, what did you think? Drop your comments below and join the conversation. And don't forget to like and subscribe so you can find more on everything from food and fashion to pop culture and current events. See you soon.